Cheryl, Rob, it usually starts in a store parking lot. You think you're giving people a $10 or $20 donation to raise money for a children's funeral. But instead, you're handing over a credit or checking card and losing thousands of dollars. Two women pressured.
I never, ever agreed to give $3,000.
And then tricked into tap-to-pay donation schemes.
They were able to get me on both sides of me and then kind of wedged between where my car door opened.
The con artist telling the women that they're raising money for children's funerals.
They talked to me about a kid who had been shot.
Estelle Fisher and Kelly both filed police reports. They both say they were recently victimized by this new scam.
They're like, we're just raising money for our little brother who died by gunfire, and they had a poster board with photos.
Kelly doesn't want to use her last name out of fear of the criminals who scammed her. She says she was intimidated and then fooled into using her debit card on a tap-to-pay device. All of it happening in front of a drugstore in Lincoln Park. She thought she was donating $25 for the funeral. Instead, her debit card was charged $2,500. You thought it was only going to be $25?
Yes. And within a few seconds, they tapped my phone and took the $2,500.
She says they ran off and she looked at her bank app and saw the higher charge. Her bank, Wells Fargo, denied her fraud claims.
They said that my phone was not stolen, so therefore I authorized the charge.
Since the scammers used a PayPal business account to accept the money, she also reached out to PayPal. She says they also denied the claim. Wells Fargo declined comment, but after the I-Team reached out to PayPal, that company refunded Kelly.
The moment you guys got involved, I feel like they called me shortly after. I don't think it would have been done without that.
The reason the donation scam is a threat right now because it's increasing, not only here in Chicago and Northern Illinois, but all across the United States as well.
Chicago Area Better Business Bureau President Steve Burness says banks may hesitate to refund consumers since victims are tapping their cards.
A lot of times these credit card companies are saying you willingly gave them your phone or your credit card information and they charge a card. That is not fraud.
And I gave them my card to tap it. And while one of the guys was doing that, the other one was talking to me.
Estelle Fisher was a victim of the donation scam after she left a grocery store in the Ravenswood neighborhood. She says crooks showed her what looked like legitimate donation paperwork, so she agreed to donate $10.
Got an alert from my bank, $3,000, and I was like, what?
She says her bank, Bank of America, also denied her fraud claim to have charges reversed, but later approved it after she filed it as a billing dispute instead.
And so they denied this, but you appealed?
Yes.
The bank declined to comment on Fisher's case, but said it wants to warn clients to only give their credit cards to trusted merchants.
The fact that they can get away with stealing this money and it continues on and on, I just hope that, there's a stop to it.
The I-Team found that both women's transactions came back to construction businesses with no apparent active business operations or offices.
$3,000, I'm a teacher, it's like a big amount of money for me. It's not small potatoes.
It is a lot of money. The women in our story were not given receipts. Always ask for a receipt immediately after donating to anyone, and always research before donating. Rob, Cheryl, a sign that it could be a ripoff is if the people who are asking for the money do not accept cash. So if you want to donate, give some cash. But of course, you want to be safe about that too. Maybe grab some cash in your front pocket. You don't want to be fiddling around in your wallet.
I wonder who these people, the scammers are. Who could do
it is
something?
very scary and
sad.
very disturbing.
Yeah, and
it can
anyone,
happen to anybody.
Yeah, anyone can get that tap to
heartstrings.
pay.
You got some results.
So quick
again,
and
though.
easy.
Yeah.